I worked in Greece for 5 years as a journalist, and Penny was a dog that would meet me at the bus stop every morning. One day she wasn't waiting there at the bus stop for me, and the security guards pointed to a corpse by the side of the road, and Penny was either run over or poisoned. And I didn't give Penny a home, and I should have. And in her honour, learning by the mistake that I made, I have named my charity after her.
There's this quote that says, one death is a tragedy, a million deaths is a statistic. And Penny would have been a statistic, just another faceless, nameless victim. One of the millions of dogs that die every day, whether in the streets of Greece or in kill shelters all over the world. Giving a name to the victim, naming a charity after it, and having people spreading awareness, wearing t-shirts with her name printed on them, makes you aware of the individuality of each and every one of those dogs that are not numbers, and they never deserved to be numbers.
There are no official statistics about how many stray animals there are in Greece, for example, but some figures suggest that there are about 1 million currently, especially post-crisis. So that's 1 million cats and dogs on the street that need to fend for themselves. In Australia, there's a reason that we have clean streets, and that's a status quo maintained because we euthanise hundreds of thousands of healthy animals that can't find homes every year in this country. The Penny Marathon started, look, I never expected to be running an animal welfare charity. It started as a crazy idea. A friend of mine was getting married in his village of Marathon. My sister and I were invited to the wedding and thought, hey, we're in Marathon, why not run from Marathon to Athens as a way to raise money, get some friends and family to raise money as a bit of a stunt. As soon as word got out over the internet that 2 Greek Australians were going to run from Marathon to Athens to raise money for stray animals, people started approaching us to help us, and we did it.
Τα αγωνίσματα που έχουμε είναι 42 χιλιόμετρα τρέξιμο, ποδήλατο, και η μικρότερη διαδρομή είναι 10 ή 2 χιλιόμετρα, που στα τελευταία χιλιόμετρα τρέχουμε τα σκυλάκια μαζί με τους κηδεμόνες τους ή με τους κηδεμόνες τους που τα φιλοξενούν και προς υιοθεσία.
Το δύσκολο κομμάτι είναι ότι πρέπει να βρεθεί μια διαδρομή η οποία και θα είναι ασφαλής και δεν θα δεσμεύσει τις δημοτικές αρχές από τις οποίες θα περάσουμε, και γενικά επειδή θα συμμετέχουν παιδάκια, σκυλάκια, γατάκια, πρέπει να γίνει με ασφάλεια όλο αυτό.
So Penny Marathon is a worldwide charity organisation. So they started in Greece, rescuing the stray dogs there, and they've spread out, and now they've come to Sydney and trying to make it a little bit bigger here.
The Penny Marathon, they're running in Sydney, they're running between Brighton and Marrickville. They're doing 42 kilometres, which is a great achievement. It's a group of people who care about animals, trying to raise some money and some awareness.
I am not a runner. I love the outdoors and I love walking a lot, but definitely not a runner. But for such a good cause and to support a friend who's doing such a great thing, yeah, it definitely motivates me to run and do the best I can.
We need to do some good in the world, and looking after animals where we can, that's a good thing.
When you can do two things at once, why not just have both? Go for a run, go make a difference at the same time. You're running anyway, you might as well put a smile on someone else's face. Go to your local pound or your local animal shelter, or go to You know, even if you just want to go for a walk, go to your local aged care home and take someone for a walk as well. Tick some boxes, put a smile on someone else's face while doing something that you would have done anyway. So hope that's a little positive message that you can take away with you.
This is definitely something that I never expected would take off, and I'm just so, it's a real honour for me to have this many people be this generous for something that I started and something that I'm passionate about. And also there's this amazing spirit of solidarity. And one thing that I really want to get across is that the Penny Marathon is not only about raising awareness of the plight of stray, neglected, unwanted, abused animals. It's also about celebrating animal welfare volunteers. So many people, so many of my friends, so many people that I respect and admire put so much of their personal time, their money, their lives into saving the lives of others. And really, that's the second big aim, is to celebrate and honour them.
Ο μαραθώνιος αρέσει πολύ στον κόσμο και πιστεύω γιατί συνδυάζει και το αθλητικό κομμάτι και το φιλοζωικό, και οι πιο πολλοί το βλέπουν ως γιορτή, γιατί γιορτή είναι, δεν είναι αγώνισμα, δεν έρχεται κάποιος να ανταγωνιστεί κάποιον άλλον, ούτε υπάρχει χρονομέτρηση ούτε τίποτα.
Όλοι μαζί τρέχουμε.
Και γι' αυτό τερματίζουμε και όλοι μαζί.
The actual marathon is amazing. It's emotional, it's romantic, it's overwhelming and fun and cool. Stray dogs are always around in the morning when we start from Athens downtown at 5 a.m. They come to greet us, and it kind of makes the whole thing magic. Last year, a stray dog in Salamina followed the marathon runners for about 15 kilometers. She was running by their side, and of course she was rescued. We named her Penny, and she was rehomed. It is something that started very small, like crazy idea of two women, and it's growing bigger and bigger. I mean, 3 continents. There's Australia, Greece in Europe, and since last year, the US. There was a supporter who ran in Brussels, another one in Czech Republic. Every year is growing, and I'm hoping that one day it will be so big that it will be the thing to do in the heart of the summer. You know, for Penny and for all the Pennies like her everywhere in the world.
Κάτι πάρα πολύ σημαντικό είναι να καταλάβουμε ότι το πρόβλημα δεν είναι τα άδεσποτα ζώα στους δρόμους. Το πρόβλημα είμαστε εμείς που τα εξωστραγγίσαμε στους δρόμους. Επίσης, πάρα πολύ σημαντικό είναι να κάνουμε τη σύνδεση μεταξύ του προβλήματος και των πράξεών μας. Κανένας από εμάς δεν θα δει κάποιος κύριο στον δρόμο και δεν θα στεναχωρηθεί για την κατάσταση που βρίσκεται. Όλοι λυπόμαστε. Η ερώτηση όμως είναι, τι κάνουμε εμείς για να μην βρίσκονται στον δρόμο. Είναι πάρα πολύ σημαντικό αυτό. Άρα πρέπει να κάνουμε τη σύνδεση και να δούμε αν είμαστε μέρος της λύσης ή μέρος του προβλήματος. Όταν το καταλάβουμε αυτό, τότε θα πούμε στην νοοτροπία του στηρώνω, του υιοθετώ υπεύθυνα.
The Penny Marathon is not just about the marathon. It's like a mother and a father to the rescuers and to all the individuals who are fighting in the front line. Rescuers need support. They need financial support, they need emotional support, and they need someone to speak for them. And the Penny Marathon has supported dogs like Maitina, like Joy, Oliver, who was found moribund, Morgan, who was shot in the head and left for dead, Lela, and it supports rescuers like Katerina in Dash, who has devoted her life to hundreds of dogs in need. It has some amazing ideas, like the children's drawing competition, for example, where kids from all over the world can participate, and the winner gets to have their drawing printed in the yearly t-shirts.
The money we make from donations and sales primarily goes into funding various stages of the rescue to rehome process, and so what that means is essential emergency medical costs, food, accommodation, bedding, travel expenses, spay, neutering, vaccinations, all the things that are necessary about getting a stray animal off the street and rehomed. There are many pennies, and and there are pennies that we save and pennies that we don't save, but I honour all of them with this charity.